Hi guys, JT here, and today I'm bringing you some information on 10 games in Fanatical's Play on the Go bundle Summer Edition of August 2023 to help you in picking your 8 games. By using the link provided in the description below, not only will you gain access to this bundle, but you also have the opportunity to support this channel. Your support will mean the world to me, and I genuinely appreciate it. Anyway, let's get into this. At number 1 we have City of Beats, a captivating twin-stick roguelite shooter. In the game you confront an AI named Zeitgeber that has taken control of parts of the city. Your mission is to eliminate 3 orbs maintaining its influence before facing off against Zeitgeber himself. The narrative may be standard, but the writing and dialogue inject humor into the experience. The game's roguelite nature requires strategic progression, and while not as groundbreaking as Hades, it is commendable. The game boasts a neon-drenched cyberpunk art style, with lovingly designed characters and environments. While enemy designs often consist of geometric shapes, they serve their purpose well in the fast-paced gameplay. The standout feature is the rhythm-based synchronization of all actions to the music. Even the gunfire becomes part of the soundtrack, creating an immersive and aggressive playstyle that harmonizes with the beats. City of Beats offers strategic depth within the roguelite formula. You navigate a map filled with encounters and events, deciding your approach to each challenge. In battle you can move, dodge, shoot, use power attacks, and unleash overcharges. Weapon mods and augments provide meaningful upgrades and customization options, enhancing your chances of survival. The game also offers distinct weapon choices, each influencing the music and gameplay. After each run you return to the beacon, where you adjust equipment and spend green points on meta upgrades. The game skillfully limits meta upgrades based on progression, ensuring balanced gameplay and preventing overpowered builds. However, technical issues may arise for some players, including high frame rates without an option to limit them and potential startup crashes. Despite some design quirks and technical hiccups, City of Beats stands as a recommended choice for fans of roguelite and rhythm games. Its gameplay aligns seamlessly with the music, offering an immersive and zen-like experience. While the game is not without its minor drawbacks, its engaging mechanics and music synchronization create a rewarding and enjoyable adventure. At number 2 we have Gunlocked, an engaging sci-fi action roguelite that redefines twin-stick shooters. The game introduces a distinct twist, emphasizing strategic positioning and upgrade decisions to navigate through alien ship waves. As a twin-stick shooter aficionado, you'll be captivated by this innovative gameplay. Breaking away from conventional controls, Gunlocked employs a unique targeting system for each weapon, demanding thoughtful positioning to optimize attacks. The fresh concept adds depth, offering an intriguing challenge. In each run, movement control merges with weapon-specific targeting, creating an exhilarating loop with upgrades and power-ups. The diverse weapon selection encourages experimentation to discover synergies. The game's visuals showcase charming 2D pixel art reminiscent of classic shoot-'em-ups, effectively conveying dynamic action. Initially similar, enemy designs offer nuanced challenges, and evolving bosses add to the difficulty curve. Gunlocked offers substantial content, featuring 7 pilots, over 100 upgrades, and over 30 enemy types. The Endless mode provides non-stop action, while difficulty modifiers tailor the experience. Varied settings and customizable builds ensure each playthrough feels fresh. The soundtrack complements the gameplay, enhancing immersion with retro-style music synchronized to the action's pace. In conclusion, Gunlocked stands as a hidden gem in the indie gaming scene, reimagining twin-stick mechanics and delivering captivating gameplay. While it lacks some complexity compared to its peers, its uniqueness and meticulous design make it a must-play for roguelike enthusiasts. At number 3 we have Lamentum, an addictive horror game that offers a unique and terrifying experience. Departing from traditional survival horror, it captivates you with twisted nightmarish figures and a delightfully gruesome atmosphere, instead of relying on jump scares and grotesque visuals. Embark on a journey as Victor Hartwell, a young aristocrat on a mission to find a cure for his wife's deadly disease, as you explore the eerie Growl Hill mansion and uncover its disturbing secrets. Prepare to be immersed in a narrative that is both relatable and horrifying. Witness the lengths Victor goes to in order to save his wife, experiencing the heart-wrenching moments as you traverse the hellish mansion and its grounds. Nothing is sugar-coated, and the game maintains a nice level of ambiguity, keeping you on your toes. Engage in classic survival horror gameplay mechanics, including inventory management, combat, and puzzles. Discover unique items that serve multiple purposes, challenging you to think strategically and explore the environment thoroughly. Inkwells become your lifeline, serving as crucial save points, but finding them requires careful planning. When it comes to combat, Lamentum offers flexibility. Choose to evade enemies and sprint when necessary, or wield melee weapons and firearms for a more aggressive approach. Dodge enemies by understanding their patterns, but be prepared for intense encounters when a formidable opponent stands in your path. Navigate through well-designed puzzles and exhilarating boss fights that combine problem-solving with adrenaline-pumping escapes. The sprawling Grau Hill mansion presents a multitude of distinct locations, each introducing new gameplay elements and enhancing the overall experience. With multiple endings and the possibility of missed puzzles and items, Lamentum offers replayability. Despite occasional issues with button prompts, the game sets a high standard for atmospheric horror and is a must-play for horror enthusiasts and newcomers alike. Brace yourself for a chilling adventure in Lamentum. And number 4, we have Metal Unit, a game that offers an exciting blend of sci-fi action and roguelike gameplay. Published by NeoWiz and developed by Jelly Snow, the game presents a fresh perspective on the genre. If you're a fan of series like Gantz and Neon Genesis Evangelion, the concept of exosuit-clad heroines may capture your attention. Playing as Joanna, an M-suit pilot on a mission to find her rogue sister, you navigate intricate narratives under the guidance of Master and alongside your ally, Falcon. The story, while intriguing, can be complex due to its twists and a large cast of characters. The gameplay is a unique blend of roguelike mechanics and skill-based action. Metal Unit provides ample empowerment, allowing players to clear stages gracefully with the right loadout. The customization of M-suits enhances the experience, and procedurally generated stage layouts reveal secrets, adding depth to the gameplay. Boss encounters and navigation features contribute to the game's immersive nature. Visually, the animations effectively convey enemy attacks, and the sound design complements the sci-fi themes. In summary, Metal Unit merges captivating narrative and gameplay in a roguelike setting. The game's unique elements and customization options make it a valuable addition to the genre. While the story's complexity and controls could present challenges, the overall experience remains engaging. Metal Unit stands as a noteworthy contender to the roguelike landscape. And number 5, we have The Darkside Detective, a Fumble in the Dark, a graphic adventure game. The game is a sequel to the original Darkside Detective. It continues the humorous and witty style of its predecessor. In the game, you play as Detective Francis McQueen, a member of the Darkside Division of the City Police Department. Alongside your partner, Officer Dooley, you solve a series of isolated cases, each with its own self-contained storyline. The game deviates from the traditional adventure game format by offering individual cases rather than a single overarching story. The game stands out for its clever writing and humorous dialogue. Almost every interaction and observation in the game leads to witty one-liners, puns, and playful character interactions. The constant stream of jokes and humor keeps the gameplay amusing and engaging. However, the game's pacing suffers at times, with cases dragging on longer than necessary, leading to occasional monotony. The game follows the typical adventure game mechanics, where you click on objects, collect items, and solve puzzles to progress through the story. The pixelated graphics, although initially appearing simplistic, are well done and complement the game's style. The music, while not exceptional, adds charm to certain moments in the game. Despite its few shortcomings, The Darkside Detective, a Fumble in the Dark, maintains the enduring qualities of its predecessor. The game offers an enjoyable and lighthearted experience, especially for players who appreciate charismatic characters and excellent observational humor. At number 6, we have Metro 2033 Redux, a substantial remaster of the acclaimed game Metro 2033, presenting improvements and enhancements that elevate its visuals and gameplay experience. This is an authentic remaster, a compilation of tweaks and enhancements that brings Metro 2033 to new heights. Set in a post-apocalyptic world, the game offers a grim backdrop, portraying a bleak humanity within Moscow's metro tunnels while dark ones threaten from above. Notably, the bartering system introduces a dynamic twist, allowing players to trade ammunition for upgrades or combat potential. The visual overhaul in Metro 2033 Redux is notable. The remaster goes beyond minor texture improvements, featuring new animations, meshes, and reworked environments. The definitive version offers improvements, even in minute details, showcasing a dedication to enhancing the game's experience. The revamped cutscenes maintaining protagonist Artyom's perspective enrich the narrative engagement, enhancing immersion. Developers 4A Games have meticulously revisited every aspect, evident in upgraded lighting, weather effects, and expanded environments and added secrets. Elements from Metro Last Light enhance the experience further, including weapon customization. If you're a fan, Metro 2033 Redux is undoubtedly worth revisiting. For newcomers, the game's excellent quality justifies your time in it, concluding that this remake truly refines the original game and provides a complete experience of this post-apocalyptic experience. And number 7 we have Metro Last Light Redux, a reworked version of the game in a superior engine of Metro Last Light. While the Redux approach worked well for Metro 2033, offering improvements and fixes, the same doesn't hold true for Last Light. The Redux version of Last Light essentially remains the same game as the original, released just over a year prior. Visually, the differences are subtle, making it challenging to distinguish between the two versions during gameplay. Unlike the loving improvements seen in Metro 2033 Redux, the changes in Last Light Redux are minimal, resembling a Game of the Year edition with bundled DLC and some integrated weapons. While Last Light Redux maintains the atmospheric and grim tone of the original, it falls short in comparison to its predecessor. The game's focus on combat and boss fights over the survival horror elements disappointed fans of the original. The addition of a survivor mode attempts to recreate the first game's atmosphere, but feels like a temporary solution. While consoles benefit from higher resolution and a locked 60 FPS frame rate, these improvements are negligible for PC players. If you haven't played Last Light before, the Redux version is definitely the version to play. However, if you already own the original, the minimal changes might not warrant a replay. Metro Last Light Redux remains atmospheric and impressive, but ultimately inessential for those who already experienced the original. And number 8 we have The Darkside Detective, a charming paranormal point-and-click adventure that follows Officer Dooley and his partner McQueen in solving supernatural mysteries. With chunky pixel art and a focus on humor and wit, the game offers a refreshing and gentle take on the adventure genre. Officer Dooley's character shines as a brilliantly written and voiced protagonist. His quirky personality and clever dialogue make him a standout point-and-click character. The game's pixel art style, though simple, delivers a detailed world without requiring players to search for hidden hotspots. While the visuals are reminiscent of The Last Door, the art is more detailed. The game consists of 6 bite-sized chapters, each presenting a different supernatural case. The witty humor shines throughout, poking fun at paranormal police department concepts and adventure game conventions. The dynamic between Dooley and McQueen, both underdogs, brings an endearing camaraderie that contrasts with the genre's often egocentric protagonists. While the puzzles are logical, and the game offers a pleasant experience with minimal backtracking, it may not satisfy those seeking challenging puzzles. The game's lighthearted tone and focus on witty writing differentiate it from the desperation of certain self-deprecating humor. It maintains a balance between humor and narrative depth, weaving recurring characters and ideas into its parallel reality setting. The Darkside Detective is a delightful and humorous adventure game, complemented by Ben Prunty's soundtrack. While some puzzles might feel like petting, the game's overall tone and engaging writing make up for it. The Darkside Detective is a recommended play for those seeking a lighthearted and witty adventure. And number 9 we have Caveblazers, a 2D roguelike platformer with procedurally generated levels, permadeath, and a focus on exploration and combat. As you descend further into a cave filled with riches, you'll face increasingly powerful enemies and find new weapons and items to aid you. The game offers an engaging mix of melee and ranged combat, with unique weapons and upgrades that shape your strategy. The comparison to Spelunky is inevitable, and while Caveblazers may not reach the same heights, it successfully builds on the formula. It introduces a melee and ranged weapon system that adds depth to combat encounters. Each run offers a different combination of weapons and upgrades, influencing your approach and keeping the gameplay fresh. The game punishes mistakes and rewards experimentation, making every decision crucial. The roguelike elements extend to item identification, where potions can either help or hinder your progress. Health restoration becomes increasingly valuable as you delve deeper into the dungeon, and even AI companions come with risks. The game's bosses, while challenging, lack the same variety as the rest of the experience. Caveblazers' strength lies in its ability to encourage improvisation and adaptability. The game's mechanics foster tension and excitement, especially when you find synergies between weapons and upgrades. While not quite as intricate as Spelunky, Caveblazers offer a satisfying mix of variety and challenge that platformer enthusiasts will enjoy. It captures the essence of exploration and danger in a roguelike genre, making it a worthwhile addition to any fan's collection. And number 10 we have Dishonored, a first-person stealth action game set during the fictional industrial Victorian era. Take on the role of Corvo, a disgraced royal bodyguard framed for the assassination of the Empress in a plague-stricken city. The choice is yours in how you aid the loyalist resistance and restore order to Dunwall, whether through stealth and cunning or all-out violence. Dishonored offers a unique experience where waiting and patience are key. You'll find yourself peering through keyholes, carefully planning your next move and observing the movements of your enemies. The game doesn't judge your actions morally, but takes note of the chaos you leave in your wake, which affects later stages. With a focus on mastery rather than a wide range of abilities, Dishonored provides you with a selection of gadgets and supernatural abilities to navigate the sandbox-like levels. Teleport short distances, eavesdrop on enemies using a mask, or possess animals and humans for access. Each mission presents opportunities for creativity and memorable moments. The world of Dishonored is visually stunning, drawing inspirations from Half-Life 2 with its decaying elegance and subdued lighting. The narrative takes a backseat to the unique stories you create in each level, allowing for unforgettable escapes and thrilling encounters. However, the game does have its flaws. The mechanics can be finicky at times, and the AI of your opponents may be inconsistent. Once alerted, guards are relentless, but their behavior can be exploited. Additionally, there's a missed opportunity for replaying earlier missions with unlocked abilities and gadgets. Despite these shortcomings, Dishonored is a confident and satisfying experience. It excels at its fiction, gameplay satisfaction, and the organic situations it presents. While it falls short on classic status due to a lack of replay value, it is still an excellent game to experience. And that's all for this bundle. This bundle is actually great, with quite a few roguelike games, although the AAA games featured were previously available in previous bundles. In any case, kindly show your support by liking and subscribing to the channel, and I look forward to connecting with you in the upcoming video.